An elderly couple last week found themselves lost in the woods without anyone to help them. They survived 3 nights out in the elements.
13 on your side's Elena Holland spoke to the couple after they were rescued, and she shares their story of survival.
It was horrible.
Survival skills.
I just never thought I'd ever go through anything like this.
Are not something you would think you'd need in your 70s.
If I would have been out there one more day, I would be dead.
Janice and Butch Duncan set out last Monday in their truck. They took a wrong turn somewhere in Mecosta County.
Then I got stuck.
Their truck lodged in swampy earth. Butch went out looking for help.
It got dark, and I thought, he should be back here any time now. And he didn't come back.
Hours later, Janice was worried about her husband. He didn't have a cell phone on him. She spent the night in the truck, setting out early the next morning to look for him.
Butch, is that you? And he said, yes. I could barely hear him. And I said, I'll be there as soon as I can.
He had gotten stuck in a swamp, missing his shoes, unable to pull himself out.
And I'm trying to get to him, and I kept falling and falling and falling.
Janice became stuck in the swampy mud, too.
I was grabbing a hold of tree limbs, trying to hold ourselves up, and we go down. And I told Butch, I said, this ain't working. And I screamed, and I screamed, and I screamed, call 911, get us help, get us help. And nobody came.
Her cell phone became submerged in the water and no longer worked. For 3 days and 2 nights, they remained stuck in the swamp.
He was getting shaky, real shaky, and I said, Butch. And he was sitting down shaking, and I said, Butch, and he's trying to go to sleep. And I said, Butch, wake up, don't go to sleep.
But time was running out. It had been days without food, water, and cold evening temperatures on their bodies.
I said, I think we're done. I think we're going to lay here, and they're going to find bones, maybe, someday.
But then, on Thursday afternoon, a voice called out into the woods.
I said, thank you, God.
Mecosta County Sheriff's deputies who came to their rescue, pulling them out from the swamp. All thanks to one tiny thing Janice did before she went out looking for Butch.
I don't know what made me do it. I wrote this note saying how this happened, where we were going, and, put it in the windshield.
The landowner found the truck and called police.
And the officer told me that was the greatest thing I could have did.
They spent days in the hospital recovering from their story of survival, but now home.
Rest, get a shower.
Janice says she's learned something after it all.
Make sure when you go somewhere, everybody knows where you're going.
And Butch has one final piece of advice.
Don't get old. Yeah, don't get old.
Elena Holland, 13 on your side.